Hey, what's up guys? My name's Devin. I play drums for Cane Hill. We're out here with Signs of the Swarm right now on the Decade of the Swarm tour of Sulfur, 156 Silence, and A Wake In Providence. And I kind of want to give you a little rundown of what I got going on. So the drums I have right now, it's a little bit of a combination that I've cultivated over the past 2 or 3 years. Let's start with the kick drum. This is a 90s Pearl Session Select. It was a red stain, and I sanded it down, restained it black to kind of match the rest of the kit that I have going on. 22 by 16 depth. For the toms, these are Gretsch renowned toms with their signature 302 hoops and hardware. Maple. Very, very boomy, very in your face, which is what I need for Cane Hill. I got to rip through James's guitar and Ryan's low-end bass, so I need these toms to poke out in the mix as much as I can. The sizes are 12, 13, and 16. And then for my snare, it's something a little special. I have been working on this snare for probably about 6 months now. Still working on it, as you can see. It's a 1970 Gretsch chrome over brass. So she's been around for a minute. And if you want to take a look over here, she's got the original stop sign badge that is only made in the 70s. So it's a little piece of history that I'm smacking every night, and I'm really happy with the way it came together. So right now I'm using Evans drum heads. For the toms, I've got EC2S's on top with G1s on the bottom. And then for my snare, I have the heavyweight dry. I like the thickness of the snare because I'm a pretty heavy hitter. So I need something that's super durable and can last a couple of shows without falling through on me. The bottom side is a snare side 300, the thinnest they have. And I find that I get a lot more attack out of a thinner bottom head than I think it's a snare side 600. We're talking like millimeters here, but it's the same thing, you know. So kick drum, the kick drum, I'm using a EMAD 2 on the batter side with some AF patches, again, because I hit very hard. So I need to make sure they're nice and durable and they last a long time. And then the front Rezo is also an Evans Rezo kick drum head with a porthole. So I'm a Paiste endorsed artist. I've been with Paiste since 2018. My hi-hats are 15-inch. The top is a Sound Edge hi-hat. And then for the bottom, I have a Formula 602. My left crash is an 18-inch fast medium, and my A&R, my rep for Paiste, has gotten on to me recently about how hard I hit, and he recommended these because they're a little bit more durable, but they still get the wash that I need out of the cymbals. The Splash is a 900 series 10-inch. And then over here, I've got a fast medium, again, 20-inch. A humongous 22-inch power ride. This is something that I get comments on all the time from everyone. It's never mic'd up in the venue because it's that loud. It doesn't matter if it's a little 300 cap or 1,000 cap. This thing will take your ears off, and it will never break. It's very durable, and I love it. I love it. So this is probably my favorite cymbal out of the setup. Over here we have a little concoction that I made. This is a Paiste, I want to say 16-inch China signature series, and then underneath is a PST Swiss crash. So I use those in conjunction with the felt in between to give it that nice stack sound, almost like an auxiliary hi-hat sound. And then I got this beast over here, Paiste Rude series Novo China 20-inch. Again, very durable for what I need to do. Cuts through the mix. Very washy for more crashy parts, but I want a little bit of a trashier sound out of my crashes. And finally, I've got the Paiste PSTX Splash Stack. And it's a 12-inch top with a 10-inch bottom. And I use this mostly for kind of little effects here and there, and then I also ride on it kind of like an auxiliary hi-hat on the song Drag Me Down. So for my kick pedals, I recently upgraded to the DW Machine Drive pedals. They're the chain version. I was having some problems with my legs after touring for about a decade, and I did some research and I found this Thomas Lang video, and they're kind of geared more towards less resistance and more feedback out of the pedal. So literally when you push down on it, it's sticking to your foot. It's not going anywhere. They're also very durable, very sexy looking. I love the graphite footboard with the holes drilled in it. It's just amazing to me. For the hardware, it's kind of a hodgepodge right now, mostly DW hardware with some random clamps for my splashes and my stacks and stuff like that. I've had this same Gibraltar hi-hat stand since 2013 and it's still going strong. Love that guy. It's been through a lot. Yeah, these over here actually, I recently just started doing this on this tour. So these are clear sonic cymbal shields, and what was going on was I backline tech as well when I'm at home, and I've been noticing these a lot out on gigs, mainly with R&B artists, and our vocalist was complaining about the cymbals bleeding through his ears during the set. So I kind of took the R&B world and brought it over here with these, and ever since then, not one complaint. Also helps out your front of house mix if you're playing a small 400 cap room. The throw of the cymbals is not so much forward, it's kind of throwing upwards. So that way you can kind of get the overheads in and not say, well, we're just not going to use the overhead mics tonight. So my throne is a rock and stock hydraulic. I love the hydraulic because I sit kind of high, and that's for posture and everything, but it has a little give to it. So once I sit down, there's a little bit of airiness and it's not so rigid on my back and stuff. A little bit of a combination. So I've got these new active grip Rebound 5Bs from ProMark, and they're coated with this coating that once you start to sweat, it almost gets kind of tacky. So when I'm out here hitting, I tend to lose control of my sticks a lot, and I found that these guys have been helping me out a lot recently on these past few tours. I also really like the fire grain sticks. Super durable. They use this process where they heat treat the wood, so it kind of combines everything together and gets it nice and tight. So I also did something special for this round. We put a Kelly shoe inside my floor tom, and that has an Audix D6 in it. We've had some problems with this tree setup bleeding into this microphone, so Kelly shoe sent me out a system to where I can put it inside the drum, and it almost acts like these cymbal shields where it cuts out the bleed completely from the floor tom and really isolates the signal source, so our front of house can get the nice clean signal source out front. I'm also rocking a Kelly shoe inside the kick drum, and what I do with that is a lot of people mount it facing upwards, and I've found over the years that you get a lot of reflection from the shells and the cymbals, even though there is wood in between the microphone and the everything else. So I flip it upside down, and I also put a little bit of studio foam laying on the bottom of the kick drum, so it completely deadens the sound, it completely isolates it. Man, it sounds like a cannon every night, and I love it. So I'm also using rock locks. It's my buddy Anthony Gazelle's company. I have them all around my kit, mostly on the top of the drums, and then for my snare, I have it on the bottom where I do rim shots. Man, these things don't move. They keep your drums in tune beautifully. I've had problems in the past with other ones where they kind of fly off wherever, if you're packing up, and they just kind of go wherever. And these things, they're sturdy, man. You can move your whole drum and they're not going anywhere. So shout out to Rock Locks for hooking me up with these. They've been saving my butt and my time not tuning so much. Again, thanks for checking out my gear today, what I play on a day-to-day basis. My name's Devin. I play drums in Cane Hill. We have a record coming out November 1st. It's called A Piece of Me I'd Never Let You Find with Out of Line Records. I hope you enjoy it.